So here's the thing about my process and being claircognizant. Oh, my nose is itching. So apparently this message is really important and it's time to talk about it. So I have observed plant medicine and received plant medicine from practitioners that have been trained by tribes, that have been trained by shamans, that have walked this path. And I mean no disrespect to these traditions. I'm aware that I'm a white woman about to say this, but we're reaching a time where we are meant to connect with our intuition, our guidance, our guides, our angels, our spiritual team, our ancestors, ascended masters, whoever. And it doesn't mean that you don't still go do ceremony with shamans, with facilitators that have been trained, with reverence for the tradition from where these medicines are grown right now, where they come from. But there's a point to remember that before the Ice Age, this planet looked very different. That this planet has gone through millions of years of evolution. And there's a reason when the thaw happened that many of these plants ended up where they did. And what I'm hearing is it's sort of like when you have to learn the rules so then you can think outside the box. You have to learn how to be in the box. I have not trained specifically, but I am not serving right now to other people, but I'm in remembrance of when I did. And so many of the plant medicines that I'm working with right now have to do with heart opening and bee medicine. And so propolis hape, melipona for the eyes, the honey from the stingless bees, babansana. I'm being called to these personally in remembrance. And right now, my resources are being constrained, so I will get the lesson more quickly. So I will cross this threshold more quickly so I can see my readiness, so I can see where I am. It's sort of like, I remember Wayne Dyer saying this, like about like, think of an orange, right? When you squeeze the orange, what kind of juice are you going to get? It feels like I'm being squeezed right now. So I don't have the resources to get gas, to get different food, to do it like the right way. And that is part of the lesson. That is what I was shown this morning, that it's about looking at the resources I do have and not applying so much spirituality and certificates and the trainings and the things. If that's part of your path, do it. But right now, at this moment, I'm being held in this specific home, in this specific place, in these specific conditions, because it's kind of like our final test, like when I went to Naropa. Follow me for a little bit. I'll come full circle. Our final exam was not written. It literally was sitting in a circle in your class. And when your name is pulled out, it's either one of two things. It's to answer a question or read a question and sort of give someone clues and help them through their question. So you're practicing what the therapeutic relationship is like in a room. And so when your name is called, a question is asked on something you learned during the quarter, during the class, and your entire grade is based on your answer. If you can answer it, how you work through it, how you access your resources. And that feels like this time. Like I went through the descension, the underworld of going through all of my personal stuff, doing the shadow work in the middle of living with my parents and creating pieces of my legacy that are preparation for what's about to happen. And When it was time to go, I left for Oregon with the resources I had and my animals and the few things I wanted to take with me, just like when I went to Costa Rica. Except this time, it's almost like Denver and Costa Rica had a baby, and it's Oregon. And I'm so moved. My heart is so open. And I'm finishing my Chiron returns, Chiron and Aries. It's the wound of self. So I'm stepping into fully claiming, fully seeing myself so I can be seen and heard and walk the path my soul came here to walk. I'm returning to a place, coming full circle, where I was in 2021, 2022, 23, but with much more wisdom, with much more confidence in myself, in my gifts. And I have shed fixing. I have shed being a therapist. I have shed not being seen, being a blank canvas. All of this is my Leo rising, Saturn in the 1st, Taurus in the 10th with Jupiter, North Node in Scorpio with Uranus. I am here to create great change, not through force, when people are ready. And I'm not here to rescue anyone. I'm here to help people embody. And that is what this next 7 days is about. Embodying who I truly am, claiming who I truly am, and living the sacredness that my soul came here to live, what my heart has been chasing and desiring, trying to find in every spiritual community, every retreat. And I don't want to wait for those moments. I want to live them in my everyday life. The light of possibility is what I am here to be. The evidence that New Earth exists, the evidence that it is a choice. And it's every choice and every moment that you're making. You are either creating from love or fear. That's it. And the more you accept yourself, the more authentic you will be, the more you will shed what is no longer you, what was never you. And you will sit as your eternal self in a human body, walking this earth. That's the whole point of awakening, is to come home without leaving your body. For your spirit, your soul, your essence is what I say, to truly land. It is the evolution of your sun sign. And walking that path out is your midheaven. Your north node is the energy and what you came here to hold on that path. Your elements kind of give you the textures, the feelings, all of the things. So now is the time. And you are meant to do it in your own way as you are called. So the biggest part of your path is learning to trust yourself and your gifts and how they're expressed and your energy and who you are, because you have been it many lifetimes over, but this is the one that is all culminating in for you to walk in your eternal essence in a human body. So follow for more. This week's going to be interesting. Love you.